amazing day to talk about what's happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now, CoinMarketCap XRP is at around $8.19. Again, being stable as we can see right there, guys. But now, guys, before jumping into this, I'm not to advise system value only. Mark Phillips is tweet out with all the talk of Ripple's recently announced liquidity hub and the need for global liquidity. I'm reminded of the question I asked Brad Garlinghouse at DC FinTech Week 2019. Guys, let's listen to what he states.
Brad,
right
thanks
here.
for being here with us today. This is a really easy question for you.
I love the easy questions.
You might not love this one.
Uh-oh.
But I'd pay all my XRP to have you answer it. Maybe not really. With Ripple focused on providing on-demand liquidity and the world facing what's probably the biggest liquidity crisis ever, what role do you see XRP and XRP Ledger and similar technologies playing in alleviating such a crisis?
Well, so if you think about like what causes those kinds of crises, one of the dynamics, and by the way, there's lots of inputs into a crisis like that. One of them is friction. One of them is time. If you can reduce friction as measured by time and cost, that's good. That's just a good thing to minimizing, the risks of liquidity issues. Like I don't pretend that XRP is a panacea for all of these issues. What I do believe is if we can successfully integrate into the existing system, we're going to more rapidly bring the benefits of these technologies to a much, much, much broader audience than if we try to circumvent the system. So I've been incredibly pleased by the engagement we've had, ranging from the IMF to, central banks. And look, Ripple's going to continue to work with those players. That's part of why we made the announcements we made this week about expanding, or really creating our presence more concretely here in Washington, D.C. And I'm optimistic that if these technologies continue to propagate across correspondent banking, but other industries, that's going to be good for any liquidity crisis.
Wow, very interesting, guys. Working with the IMF and central banks. We probably want to rewind and watch that video once again because he talks about a lot of stuff, guys. Again, deep liquidity. They named on-demand liquidity for a simple reason, right? For a crisis, perhaps. Interesting. Now, guys, here's to the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is called White. Interesting. Bojack, as you know, Mr. Poole, he did tweet this out yesterday. Look at this, guys. What does it seem like? Well, you look at that. If you go down here, more tweets. You guys can see Interstellar, perhaps. If you go to the next tweet, which connects from Metatron, get your moon boots ready. You guys can see that. Perhaps it's time, guys. Could it be? Remember, everything seems to be double meanings, right? So we have to probably watch out for that. Now, Alter Vigo's tweet out. On 11/19, the partial lunar eclipse will last 3 hours, 28 minutes, and 23 seconds, making it the longest lunar eclipse between and 2100, according to NASA. It's also the longest partial lunar eclipse for 580 years. 58. Look at that, guys. 58. Who else talked about 58 the other day? We have been hearing a lot about that number, right? XRP. Bojack a tweet out once again, Mr. Poole. Look at this. So last time he posted this was March 4th. Pretty good price action after that. Again. So perhaps he tweets out space and these things, right? So maybe if we connect it, perhaps we're close, guys. We could be. Maybe that's about XRP's price. Who really knows? Who really knows at the end of the day? It could be about events too. Now, again for Metatron, which could connect to this as well. Bull post timestamp 5:01/11:13. Today, Mr. Poole's full moon 11:13. Full moon in Taurus 11:19. Look at that, guys. So again, which could correlate with this right here. Who else talked about around this date, November 18th to 19th? Brad Garlinghouse, judgments, right? Interesting. Now, Alter Vigo's tweet out once again, Quantum Disclosure Project in the clouds. Look at this. Microsoft is taking quantum computers to the cloud. quantum, right? Financial system. Who really knows, right? Just trying to connect these thoughts. Now, Rankolius, Mr. Poole was correct about the future as usual. Black Swan share market crash may be near. Could it be? We go up or we go down? Which one will it be? A crisis, perhaps? And then XRP needs to be there, right? Look at that. A record 4.4 million Americans quit their jobs in September. Crazy stuff, guys. Record unemployment rise. Now, speaker suit out. Tomorrow night, week 44 begins. Look at this. But hurry as clock strikes 2 o'clock, because when they hit the 11th hour of week 44, and transition will be over and cycle 22 will begin. Where will you be to witness it all? Crazy stuff, guys. So, again, oh, by the way, we could be on a different calendar, as you guys can see right there, but let's see what significant events do truly take place. Now, Crypto Willow suit out. Late October, SEC was given the authorization to crack down on the Tether fraud for the first time ever. It's only a matter of time because SEC announces a full-on crackdown. When Tether goes bust, 80 to 90% of liquidity in Bitcoin will vanish. Where will all that money flow into? It will pour into XRP. Again, it's pretty crazy, guys. So is that what their true plan is? Waiting until Tether goes down, right? Now, Mr. BXP suit out. Interesting. Coin Paprika 1 year return rates. XRP 367%, XLM 369%. These two track together and only one of them has an SEC lawsuit. Now guys, this is actually mind-boggling. What? So, XRP goes about 360%, right? With the lawsuits attached to it. Now, XLM goes about the same returns that XRP has, but XLM doesn't have a lawsuit. You know what that means? Like physical gold and silver, they suppress the assets they want. Again, the suppression is pretty insane, guys. Now, XRP Captain suit out. Hello XRP community, this is not a coincidence. Look at this. They tell you to buy in these things, right? They tell you things before it happens. Shows, movies, cartoons, everything. You guys can see the X right there. Now, if this is hilarious from Crypto Trader. Look at this, guys. They tell you before it happens. Come on. Pretty crazy stuff, isn't it? The Simpsons, right? Predicting stuff. Or in quotations, predicting, right? But Ray Rose's suit out. Today's the 13th of November. In Julian calendar, it is the 31st of October. Interesting mirrors today, which was yesterday, right? So 13, 31, 22, 22, and then 404. But what is interesting is, look at this, guys. Julian calendar. Is it perhaps we could be on a different calendar this whole time? Instead of this one we are on right before our faces, right? Now, Roto's suit out. 58 equal 13. 7 plus 1 plus 6 equal 14. 13, 14. You guys can see right here. So, go up and never stop. When will it be? That's what XRP will truly do, guys. When it's time, when it truly is time, right? For XRP to go up, and it will never stop. Pretty crazy stuff, guys. Now, Trusted Winners is suit out. 589 equal 13. 589 equal 22. You guys can see how 589 means multiple things, right? 1322, January 31st, 22. Deadline equal January 31st, 13, 2022. 589 days from June 3, 2020. Mr. Poole posts reset 589 on June 3, 2020 equal January 13th, 2022. Again, could it be price set 2K, right? So at the end of the day, all we have to do is literally do nothing, and you guys can see how it all ties in. Now, the fountain for today's video comes from Bob Cox, All Stars in LDN. Look at this. New paper available tomorrow. CBDC payments, Digital Pound Foundation, guys. Isn't that crazy? Again, You know what's even crazier though? 11/15/2021, 26513. Everything, guys. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? 13, 13, 13, huh? Seems like they're all playing their roles, guys. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys please, if you like, subscribe for future videos. Have an amazing day, and you guys, see ya.